The Snoop Dogg and Eminem and Dr. Dre.
That's a pretty heavy lineup.
Yeah, but to me it was two black guys and a white guy.
Hello, what's the crack? What's the story? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out Fired for Jokes. This is Macdonald versus the SNL. That's Saturday Night Live, isn't it? Yeah, it is, yeah. I've seen this guy a few times and it's very, very funny. Let's go.
Thanks. I'm Norm Macdonald, and this is the fake news. At the White House this week, President Clinton officially came out against same-sex marriages. What's more, the president said he is not too crazy about opposite-sex marriages either.
It's been 23 years since Saturday Night Live fired Norm Macdonald from his Weekend Update position, a decision that to this day remains as one of the most bizarre stories in comedy history, involving Don Ohlmeyer, Norm Macdonald, and O.J. Simpson.
Well, it is finally official. Murder is legal in the state of California.
Norm Macdonald joined the cast of Saturday Night Live in 1993, and just 1 year later was already hosting the show's popular Weekend Update segment at the age of 35.
A new airport planned for San Diego would actually be located 3 miles out in the Pacific Ocean, built on 40 by 20 foot floating cylinders. It's all part of a plan by city officials to have a huge disaster. A French man who calls himself the Snake Man was arrested this week after climbing up the side of a Manhattan high-rise. Yep, he climbed right up the side of a high-rise, just like a snake.
Considered by many to be the best Weekend Update host SNL has ever had, Norm's extremely unique sense of humor was on full display in this role, as he reported each week's current news cycle with his signature twist.
My farewell performance.
Over the course of his 4
Again, so far what I've kind of seen with this guy is very old school. He's like your Louis C.K., your Bill Burr, your Patrice O'Neill. That's what they're used to. They're not into this, modern world jokes where you have to be careful. So yeah, their jokes are gonna be disgusting. It's gonna be that's what they're used to. I'm sorry. If you don't like it, then find something else to watch. This is what you're gonna expect when you watch people like this. And I like it. It's dirty. I love it.
4 years on air, Norm joked on everything that was happening in the mid-90s, from sporting events to global affairs. But there was one specific topic that Norm loved to joke about the most. So often, in fact, it ended up costing him his job.
And the Pope came out with a book this week, which contains a series of essays examining faith and morality in today's secular world and the changing role of the Catholic Church as it approaches the 21st century. The book is entitled, God Himself Told Me That O.J. is Guilty. In other book news, Prince Charles released an autobiography in which he states that he never loved Princess Di and that his father pressured him to marry her. The book is entitled, Of Course O.J. Did It. I mean, come on.
So he loves making jokes about O.J. Simpson. To be fair, back then, that must have been the main thing. How is that? Why are you getting fired because of that? It's comedy. Come on. I'm sure O.J. didn't mind. Or did he?
In his book, O.J. Simpson says that he would have taken a bullet or stood in front of a train for Nicole. Man, I'm going to tell you, that is some bad luck when the one guy who would have died for you kills you. That's probably... You don't get worse luck than that. And O.J. announced this week that he's coming out with a new book called I Want to Tell You. And if it's successful, O.J. will work on yet another book entitled From Football to Prison, My 25 Years of Showering with Other Men.
You don't mind if I ask you a question?
What's that?
I hear this story, and there's like this press release that you get your ass fired. Is that true? No, you didn't get fired.
Yeah, they fired me.
No, they didn't fire you.
No, I'm serious. I talked to a guy that said I'm fired.
Now, why would they fire you?
Well,
who fired you, first of all? Let's get some names here. Let's get this on the record.
Well, I don't know the guys, because the guys I work with, like Lorne Michaels and stuff.
Did Lorne Michaels fire you?
No, he didn't. He didn't fire me.
Right.
He likes me and stuff.
Well, it's his show, isn't it?
I thought it was his show, yeah. But,
well, then how can a guy come in from the outside and fire you? Somebody from ABC fired you?
No. They're NBC. What happens is you work on the show, and then there's these guys that hang out, like, in the halls.
Yeah, we got them here. We got them here.
And they're called executives. They're NBC executives, right? And then I'd see them. I didn't know who the hell they were, what they did, Now I know what they do. They fire me from Weekend Update. But they said that this guy, Don Ohlmeyer, who turns out to be the president.
Yeah, now I know Don Ohlmeyer, and just between you and me, he's an idiot.
Oh. So he goes, oh, yeah, I'm firing you there from the show. And then I said, oh, that's not good. And then I said, why is that now? And he goes, oh, you're not funny.
Yeah.
And then I said,
I feel like even if I don't find a comedian funny, I'm not gonna say you're not funny. That's rude. That's your job. That's their job, man. Don't tell. No. Everyone has their own opinion. Just because I don't think you're funny doesn't mean I have to start going around. You're not funny. Don't do that. Come on, mate.
I said, holy Lord, that's even worse news,
Did you do something to this guy? Did you bust into his house or something?
No, I didn't do it. I don't understand, first of all. Yeah, because I get kind of depressed sometimes, because this guy, he's best friends with O.J. Simpson.
Right.
And that's
Now,
fine.
is that true? Are they best friends?
Yes, they're best friends.
They hang out. This guy and O.J. They play golf.
Yes. Now, how can he not like me?
Yeah.
Don't get that. Did I just go past my head?
Saturday Night Live firing a comedian for telling jokes might sound insane, but it's actually something that's happened for years to some of their most talented cast members, including not only Norm, but also Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, and most recently Shane Gillis. Oddly enough, 3 out of the 4 of those guys went on to host their own episode of SNL in the years following their firings.
I was fired. I was fired. I was fired, so sad to tell. Well, I never saw it coming. I got fired from SNL.
Time I was hosting, and there was 3 guys.
I've never hosted. How many times have you hosted?
Just one time. It was a mistake.
Did it not go well?
It was all right.
Did you do update?
No.
You didn't
It was
even do
right, it was
update?
right after I got fired from Update. I thought it'd be funny to bring it. But anyways, so there were three guys doing music, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know music. I just know old music. Like again, Lauren would go, "Who do you like?" And I go, "You like this guy."
Bobby Goldsboro?
Yeah, Bobby Goldsboro. Eddie Cantor, is he around? And Lauren go, "You've got to go," you know.
So who'd they have on? Very hip.
So they
young
had
kids.
hip guys that everyone else knew except me. It was Snoop Dogg. He just changed his name, and he was angry because I kept getting it wrong. It used to be Snoop Doggy Dogg. It was Snoop Dogg and Eminem and Dr. Dre.
That's a pretty heavy lineup.
Yeah, but to me it was 2 black guys and a white guy.
When the people here asked me to do the show, I gotta say, I felt kind of weird, I don't know if you remember this, but I used to actually be on this show, I used to do the weekend update news routine, you remember that? And,
And also, I can tell he's very unapologetic. That's just the way he is. That's what he does. I feel like you should, like when you employ the guy, that's him. So why are you surprised? I don't get him to do that. That's why you employed him, because that's what he does. So why are you shocked? Come on, fix up.
that's where I did the make-believe news jokes, That was me, right? So then, a year and a half ago, right, I had a sort of a disagreement with the management at the NBC. I wanted to keep my job, right? And they felt the exact opposite. So you see, they fired me because they said that I wasn't funny, Now with most jobs, I could have had a hell of a lawsuit on my hands for that, but see, this is a comedy show. So they got me, you know what? But now, this is the weird part, right? It's only a year and a half later, and now they asked me to host the show. So I wondered, I go, hey, wait a sec.
Wait, they fired him. Now they tell him to come back and host it. That makes no sense. Did he get bigger from him being fired or something? Probably why.
Second here. Hey! I go, how did I go in a year and a half from being not funny enough to be even allowed in the building to being so funny that I'm now hosting the show? How did I suddenly get so damn funny? It was inexplicable to me, because a year and a half, let's face it, is not enough time for a dude to learn how to be funny. Then it occurred to me, I haven't gotten funnier. The show has gotten really bad. So yeah, I'm funny compared to, well, you'll see later. But okay, so let's recap. The bad news is, I'm still not funny.
Still funny?
The good news is, the show blows.
Wow.
All right, folks, we got a bad show for you tonight. Dr. Dre, Snoop Doggy Dogg, and Eminem are here.
Snoop Doggy Dogg.
We'll be right back.
So in the end, there's two main takeaways from this video. Number one, Don Ohlmeyer is a dipshit for firing one of the funniest people to ever live. And number two, you should subscribe to Joke World. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, that was good. That was good to see. Cause like I've only seen this guy when he went to Conan's show, and I'm not sure. I think I did some of his one-liners as well. Yeah, I think it's funny. It's not your ha. It takes his time. He tells stories and that. There's different kind of comedians that kind of go through that way. Yeah, I thought that was alright. You wanna see more? You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out their Patreon. Check out membership. You wanna support the channel, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye bye.